ground experience of a bohemian chic remind atmosphere that comes to our mind, the beaches and the time of being along to the sea. Okay. Also the tassels you can see. Then we have many proposals in our company. We develop some articles then can match very well this trend, like these wooden articles, maybe thamac articles, but accompanied by turquoise, by river stones, finishing like furbished finishings, and these textures that are a little bit rough and give us this looking of a coastal but with a bohemian touch. Okay, let's continue. Next slide. We will talk a little bit about that. This is very interesting because we are seeing how this trend is matching with the sports shoes. Because this trend, we also tend to think about only sandals and very open shoes, but then in this case is applied to some kind of belt and this sport shoe that is work with these intricate graphias, and also in the buckles we can work with these materials. Not only has to be metallic things. You have some example here, some trims, not only buckles, this kind of finishing that are matching perfectly with this trend. So remember, please, we are manufacturers, and what we do is to develop what the customers require under their requirements. And we have a catalog, and many catalogs. We release 2 per season, but one of our big strengths is to develop our customers' requirements. Here we have some examples of what we are talking about. You see this spectacular buckle made in jute, is covered in jute, and then it's applied to a sneaker. So we have to think further of only sandals and only more open shoes, but it's a trend that can be applied to many kind of shoe in footwear. Okay, then we have some other examples of wooden, and then we have these small components, these small furnitures that I like a lot for the small strap sandals that are giving not only image to the footwear, but also it's a technique ornament that is applying to our shoe. And we have these coastal bohemian proposals for the trend by our company. Okay, so we are ending with this trend, and we are going to face the second one we would like to talk today about, which is New Western. Okay, New Western is talking about that cowboy trend that is currently ongoing, but has not left us, never. The Western or cowboy trend can be called Coachella trend also, for the famous festival. And that is about the cowboy trend, but applied to the summer shoes. Okay, that, here we have some tassels and the typically cowboy buckles that have 3 parts, one in the end of the strap, and then also a ring in the middle, and embossed and engraved buckles that are being applied almost always to the strap. Then we have some details of some well-known brands by everyone. Okay, and then also it's important the tassels in this trend that are sometimes applied to the base of the shoe and the straps. And then we have something of that maybe in the next slide. that you can see how we did the solutions for these trends. In the right part of the picture, you can see all the tassels. We have many range of this kind of product, like eyelets and hooks. Also, this kind of how to say, maybe in English we say spacks, no? And in different rates of color, we make it in iron, in brass also. And then we have these typically cowboy buckles for sandals. So next, let's face the next idea. Okay, you can see what I was telling you before. This typically set of 3 pieces that is compound of a buckle, then a middle part which is a ring that goes inside the strap, and then the finishing part at the very bottom of the strap, which tends to be ending closure. Okay, so that's this applied, and you can see here we have 3 shoes that are not the typically cowboy shoe, but then they have this trend applied to that shoe. So it's a combining of the 2 things, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so we have some examples more of what we are telling this. In these products, for example, we are going farther than the trend. We have engraved finishings that are giving us aspect of rust finishings, okay, which is old finishings, and all the shapes, are like angle and are a little bit kind of aggressive without being aggressive, but maybe you all know what I mean. It's about the trend, okay? So let's talk about the third trend I would like to explain to you today, which is high voltage simplicity. That's about very simple articles, but they are going to be the focus of the design. Okay, so when we are talking about very simple sandal with a big size strap, very thick, and the buckle we are going to use on that is going to be very important on our design. So we are paying special attention to that. That's why the high voltage simplicity, no? We are talking about 2 ideas that are going to be in front of the other. So we have to pay special attention of the finishings because it's a big buckle. So it's like boring work always with the same. So that we have a lot of solutions for that, because we can apply paintings, we can apply different materials to make that, so we can go further with our design. So let's see something else, more examples of what we are talking about. Always when it's that high voltage simplicity, we have to give special importance to the finishing, to the quality of what we are applying to the shoe, because our sight is going to go direct to the metallic component that is very important in the construction, as you can see in these examples. In this point, I would like to say also that branding is also a very important trend itself in this kind of buckles, since that are very big buckles that are giving us enough space to apply our logo or our brand in the buckle, maybe in the behind part, or in the under part. Okay, and we all have in mind many important brands that are making that in bio sandals, and we are not going to name them, but we'll have in mind, and that's a thing we do a lot in our company. Okay, so keep that in mind, that sometimes it's worth to make it. We have some examples of what we are talking about, also always big buckles, and here we have to develop a very high quality, because it's very important in the design. At this point, I would like to talk about this trend itself, because it's about the colors. You can see in the left side of the image that we have two buckles, and the above buckle, it's a light gold color which has been applied for so many seasons in the past years, and now we are detecting that darker gold is upcoming and is maybe being more representative in the footwear, and it's fading stronger. The gold is fading stronger, and that's a trend itself. We have detected, that is detected by us in our company, so it's a good piece of advice, I think. Okay, so after that, I would like to, maybe we can stop here of talking about trends itself, and let's talk about maybe sustainability of all that we have talked before as a trend itself. You know, nowadays, sustainability and circular economy are becoming a trend itself. So we have to pay a lot of attention, because not only the design is being the motivation of the buying of a shoe, but people is more and more looking of the how they are made, where they are made, and the impact that the materials used in the shoe are having in the environment. Okay, so how eco-friendly they are and so on. So despite people uses too much eco-friendly designs and eco-friendly, environmental friendly, let's say, normally when they talk about that, it comes to your mind that you have to develop cotton or organic designs with organic fabrics, and that's true, but normally metallic parts are not tend to be thought as if they are eco-friendly. But I would like to say at this point that metal that we are using, like thamac or brass or iron, is almost completely recycled, okay, because its life, it's completely circular. So as I have said here, then that when it's reused, it's then sent to the factories again, and we make new product from it. So here you have a metal reutilization rate, which is in thamac, which is a thin alloy, which is made of 90% of zinc, and then we have the brass with the iron. Then you can see there that it's approximately 90% every material that is reused. So when you think about metallic parts, don't take it apart from the organic components, because it can be added to idea of eco-friendly product also, and that's very important. Okay, so I don't want to bore you more. So this is the very first meeting we have had. I hope we will have more in the future. We are planning to make some from time to time, and I only would like to say that thank you for having being at least in any moment here, if you don't have been for the entire talk. And I will hang this on my LinkedIn profile maybe for some days, if you would like to check and you didn't have time, because you know we have more things to do in these days that we are so close to Christmas. Okay, so I don't know if there is something here that we would like to say in some chat here. We don't have anything, so that's everything. So Merry Christmas to everyone, and thanks for listening. Here for anything you may need, and for further information you can email me or maybe send me a DM. You have here under our webpage for anything you may need. And Merry Christmas to everyone. See you next time. Bye bye.